Today we are introducing a new product, the Middle Remote. It allows you to control multiple DJI gimbals and Blackmagic Design cameras remotely through one single professional remote. With the Middle Remote you can rotate your gimbal up, down, left, right, or zoom in and out and control all of your camera settings this way, such as white balance, iris, focus, gain, but also more advanced color correction like contrast, saturation, and black level, just to name a few. We are first going to take a look at the Middle Remote, how it can blend into your workflow, and then we will cover the coolest part. It's modularity, meaning you can configure it whichever way you want and expand it to control not just video, but audio, lights, and more. First, if you have an ATEM live production switcher like this one, you can use the Middle Remote just to control a static Blackmagic camera with no additional gear. The 4 OLED screens here, the 8 precision knobs, and the 4 RGB buttons can be custom mapped to almost any camera settings to give you precise control over your camera. Now, if you also have a Middle Things APC-R and a compatible DJI gimbal, you can also control the pan, the tilt, the roll, and zoom of your camera with the 3-axis joystick of the Middle Remote. This means that you can control your favorite high-quality imaging setup just as a regular PTZ camera with a dedicated controller. So, you just select which camera number you want to control, and here you can see that the OLED displays will bring up all your current camera settings that are read into the Blackmagic ATEM switcher, and then you can adjust the different settings very precisely using the 8 encoder knobs. You can also use the built-in joystick to control the gimbal rotation and zoom motor. We can also adjust things like the pan tilt speed and the zoom speed to make very precise and slow adjustments to the frame. So here we mapped the 4 RGB buttons to the 4 camera numbers, but we can also map them to other camera actions like autofocus, start recording, or DJI Active Track, which will make the gimbal start tracking your subject automatically. And don't worry, the remote ships with sticker packs so that you can put whichever labels you like on which buttons. Now, how do all of these devices connect? Let's take a look at the workflow. Take a Blackmagic camera that is controlled by an ATEM live production switcher. You are likely controlling that ATEM with Blackmagic's ATEM software control that is running on a laptop connected to the same network as the ATEM. Well, you just have to connect the Middle Remote to the laptop using USB, run our software, and boom, you're ready to go. You can now adjust all of your camera settings remotely. But what if you want to move your camera too? In order to do this, a Middle Things APC-R is required to convert the network data into information that the gimbal can actually read using its S-bus or CAN bus input. Mount your camera on a supported DJI gimbal, connect the gimbal to the APC-R, and then you will have full control over both the camera and the gimbal. You can remotely control the zoom of any lens too using the DJI focus motor. Using the APC-R also brings up other features such as saving custom position presets, wireless camera and gimbal control, and more. If you want to know more about the APC-R, I recommend you check out our dedicated video on this product in the description. Now, I'd like to tell you a bit more about the ecosystem and where you can go from there. This remote is actually made from modular control blocks designed by a brilliant company called MakeProX, with whom we have been working very closely lately. If you want to expand the capabilities of your Middle Remote, you can buy other control blocks to make a bigger remote. For instance, you could just add a motorized fader module to control audio channels and lights, or even add a T-bar to make transitions between shots. These control blocks can be connected together and configured using the Glue software by MakeProX. For instance, with the Middle Remote, you can use Glue to set which rotary encoder will control which camera setting, or you can map just one encoder to something completely different, such as the master audio level of the ATEM, for instance. Actually, if you connect glue software to your ATEM, the camera ID selection on the Middle Things remote will light green when the corresponding camera is in preview and red when the corresponding camera is currently on air. If you want to know more about how to get started using the Middle remote and how everything connects with glue and Middle control, please watch our dedicated Middle remote tutorial on YouTube. The Middle remote is available for purchase on our website and reseller network today and will start shipping in April. We started Middle Things because we didn't like the image quality coming from PTZ cameras, and we believe that connecting all these wonderful ecosystems from DJI, Make Pro X, BitFocus and Blackmagic Design together can lead to increasing the production value of your live productions at an affordable price. Let me tell you that your feedback has been invaluable so far and has helped us to improve our products in a way that is very positive. So if there is anything you would like to ask or suggest, feel free to just let us know in the comments of this video so that everyone else can see, or just send us an email at support@middlethings.co. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon.